How to hire somebody for your digital marketing agency. I'm going to make this really simple for you because if you're confused about hiring and you run an agency, this is a mismatch. Most agency owners, like the big ones like Edelman and Ogilvy and all these big media companies and PR firms, they obviously know how to manage and hire people. So if you're an agency, you don't know how, you're in the same boat I was in. And it's perhaps because you don't have a lot of corporate experience. You've never been in an actual official managerial role, you've never been in an HR position, and you're just wondering, how do I hire someone and make it profitable? If every time you try to extend a job offer, you find that you're running out of budget or you don't have enough money, it's simply because you're not making enough money. So here's the first step. Before you even hire anybody, before you do anything, you need so many things in place, otherwise it will fall apart and you won't not even retain the talent, you won't be able to retain the talent. First thing, have enough money. If you're able to fulfill all the work yourself, you don't absolutely need to hire, do not hire. Start putting all that money into your business savings account, paying yourself what you need, and start actually investing within your corporation. So instead of just having a savings and a checking, start saving things like the taxes that you need. Start also investing, whether that's self-directed investing or you're purchasing mutual funds through your bank of choice. Start investing. You need money and you need a business valuation. You're still a contractor. I don't care if you're incorporated or you're an LLC, you are still not ready. Now you've done all that. It's been perfect for like 6 months. You have 6 months of business operating expenses. You have your taxes, your bookkeeping caught up. You're saving money, you're investing monthly in your business. It's still not enough. You need SOPs, standard operating procedures. When you hire someone, what are you going to have them do? Are they just going to be an assistant, or we needed writers? I didn't realize even if you're hiring an English graduate or a philosophy student or an academic writer or somebody who's 40, they still cannot write for the clients and what they need. We needed highly technical writers. We needed writers with the grit. And we also weren't charging enough, so we needed somebody who could just pump out 10 articles a day and get paid $2,000 or $3,000 a month. But 10 articles is a lot. People burn out, right? They stop delivering, they start using AI. So that's something that we had to struggle with for quite a long time, until I realized, hey, they need two things. Standard operating procedures, which is a document and a video tutorial of what to do, what not to do, how to train, how to get better. I created different modules and I created them in a software, actually an online software as a subscription, SaaS, vaj.io. This allowed me to create different sort of mini courses that were internal and taught our team how to get better. The second thing is I had to train them one-on-one. So when I just gave them the SOPs, there were still things they weren't getting. Things were coming back very placeholdery. It was like they weren't getting the feeling of the writing. So I actually had to sit there on multiple occasions and teach them how to communicate, how to work their writing. And so I would say, no, try that again. Try to form it this way. And they would say things like, Nader, how are you so fast at forming sentences? How can you just start an article with, it's hard being an engineer, but if you try and you have a relentless pursuit of engineering excellence, then you'll have a bright future ahead of you. Those were the words of Abdullah Mahmoud from an architect, a veteran architect of 27 years. But though a veteran, also a learner. It's just, people couldn't do that. They would just take the info I gave them and they would just place them in, and there was weaved together and structured and impression managed. But when I sat there and I got them to work it a couple hundred times, eventually click. I could actually see the light bulb go on in people's head. Really, I have to sit with people. I have to give them SOPs. I have to do this. And while I'm doing this, I still have to deliver work. So we still didn't retain talent. And so it's actually so tough. You have to be so prepared. You have to be so ready. But once you've done all that, once that's ready, then you're off to the next step. You're actually off to hiring. How do you start hiring your first person? Well, the first person that you hire in your business is still probably going to have to wear many hats. They're going to be your second in command. They're going to be the second person in your business. So they need to shadow you for a while. Get them to shadow you. Get them to spend almost every day with you until they build the task maturity. It's okay to take breaks, but if you're going to fall off the wagon, you're going to lose that talent. They're going to lose motivation. You need to keep the momentum going and you need to establish a vision. So while they're shadowing you, they need to know why they're there. Are they in your organization as a stepping stone, or are they actually there because they believe in the future? It's going to be far more advantageous to you to actually find out, hey, what does this person want that I'm hiring? How do I, in that initial interview, honestly get out of them what they want? And I'll start the conversation like this. Once I've identified the talent, we've done the interviewing process, I'll actually find out and say, where do you see yourself in a few years? And this is very generic, but I got a gut feeling if they're telling me the truth. Oh, I really want to help you. No, actually, what do you want? What do you want? Because I'll help you get there. Here's what I need. I need you to do the work so I don't have to show up every day and get stressed. If you want to be a better writer, we can keep upping your rate, and I can even get you to ghostwrite books for some of our executive clients, or I can help you publish your own book, or I'll actually give them that vision. If it's just money, I'll show them, hey, I'm okay giving you quite a bit of money as long as I don't have to fill in, as long as I don't have to cover for your mistakes. You can show up to calls, I can take a day off sometimes. These sort of things. And so we'll sort of figure that out, and I'll show them the grand vision. So having your employees understand the grand vision, working them towards that, letting them have a say in that is going to make all the difference. Before I gave people a vision, they didn't really know why they were working. And when things got harder because it was a smaller company, it got even more difficult. And so these are my main recommendations. Establish a vision, have them shadow you, have your business prepared beforehand, have the SOPs ready, and then finally, get them to have task maturity. So business management used to be very micromanaging and about control and about visibility, and this can work really well. I've had clients who have built billion-dollar companies doing this. But at a certain point, you have to trust people, and that's going to make all the difference.